Hello, welcome to Old Nerd Watches War Movies. This is the first war movie in this series. It's the Caine Mutiny from 1953, directed by Edward Dmytryk. He is the same director as the subject of the last three of my Old Nerd Watches series. Started with Shalako, then Murder My Sweet, and then finally, lastly, Alvarez Kelly, and now the Caine Mutiny. These are the four Edward Dmytryk directed films in my collection that I know of. I thought I had Crisscross, which is another noir, but I don't believe I have it. I looked, I didn't see it. It could be someplace else, or it could be I just imagined that I had it. Anyway, I did have this, and this movie was nominated for 7 Academy Awards. It didn't win any, but nominated nonetheless. It has a fantastic cast, and let me get my Tim Hortons hot chocolate out of the way. I don't normally drink hot chocolate, but I do for this week because I accidentally bought a 10-pack of Tim Hortons hot chocolate thinking it was Tim Hortons coffee. I'm into the Tim Hortons coffee now. They're starting to show up in my neck of the woods. They're a Canadian Dunkin' Donuts, I guess. But some of the franchises are popping up in New York State and now into Pennsylvania a little bit. But so there's another channel, John's Long Box. He does comic books, and he's always talking about his Tim Hortons coffee. And I guess that kind of wormholed into my mind that I need to start drinking more Tim Hortons coffee. Anyway, I went to the store yesterday. I thought I got a good deal, $3 for a 10 packet K-Cups. Brought it home, opened it up. It's hot chocolate. So I'm drinking hot chocolate for the week. And don't judge me. This is my repurposed microwavable soup cup. It was out this morning, and I still have a lot of bachelor in me, even though I'm married. So don't judge. Anyway, here's the hot cocoa. Back to the subject at hand, war movies, the Caine Mutiny. The DVD makes a little tiny mistake right here. Does any other classic film lovers notice? It's Val Johnson. It's supposed to be Van Johnson. That's Van Johnson. He's very popular actor from back then. Excellent cast. Humphrey Bogart, Jose Ferrer, Van Johnson, Fred McMurray. The actual star of the movie is an actor named Robert Francis. Yeah, Robert Francis. He was like 23 when this was made. He was considered kind of a rising star. He made 4 movies and then died in a plane crash at age 25. I think this was the last movie he was in. I can't remember. But yeah, the cast of this movie is incredible. At first, I was kind of like, I didn't know if this should be considered a war movie or not, because it's kind of a courtroom drama. But I guess most of the first half plus of the movie is actual like war stuff, war related. They're on a boat, a World War II boat. It's a World War II crew. It happens during World War II. It takes place in Pearl Harbor and out on the ocean. Not a lot of like war combat scenes, a few like mild ones, but overall it's really well shot for all the at sea stuff. There's a lot of like naval stock footage used in this, which they cut in fairly nicely. There's a little difference in picture quality and color, but they match it up pretty good for 1953. Yeah, like I was like, is this like a legal thriller? I don't know, but it's considered a war movie. I mean, look at the top; it's Columbia Pictures Combat Classics, and like if you look it up on IMDb, the category at the top says war. So it's a war movie for this purpose anyway. Humphrey Bogart is awesome. Wow, is he good in this? Everybody's good in this, but Humphrey Bogart really stands out. Jose Ferrer really stands out. He's the naval lawyer that takes the case of the crew that is the mutinous crew. Untying my tongue here, but this. Is there anything else? This is a really good edition of it to get. As you can see, I got it at a thrift shop someplace for $3, and knowing me, it was even marked down lower than that. But great pickup. It's got a really good documentary that's almost a half an hour long. Commentary with two fellows who are associated with film schools, I believe, or film review maybe. They're in the documentary a lot, but they also do the commentary, and that's pretty insightful. Digitally remastered, so the picture quality is pretty good. It's just a DVD, but it's, you know, it still kind of looks like you're watching an old film. Versus if you get a 4K classic movie that's been upscaled and picture corrected with AI and everything, and it looks crystal clear and sharp. You can tell it's an old movie, but it doesn't have the same feel. This has that feel. So I recommend getting this edition of it. It's Columbia Pictures Combat Classics version. This is a good pickup. So that's the last of the Edward Dmytryk films that I have in my DVD collection. Edward Dmytryk, I don't know if he's more famous for being part of the notorious Hollywood 10 that took place back in, I guess, the late 40s, early 50s. I can't remember exactly. I don't know if he's more famous for that or for his long string of films. Man, the guy is a fantastic director, from little small budget noir thrillers that he made in the 40s through the Caine Mutiny in the 50s, a big war epic and courtroom drama at the same time, through to Shalako and Alvarez Kelly, which to me seemed like the dividing line between classic westerns, classic Technicolor widescreen westerns, and the newer, grittier spaghetti western that Clint Eastwood's famous for. So Edward Dmytryk, he really quite a director as far as his ability of what type of film he can create. I highly recommend this movie. I saw this a few years ago on Turner Classic Movies, and it was the first time I'd ever seen it, and just loved it. And so when I saw it in the thrift shop, and it was in nice shape, that was my cue to buy it. So I recommend adding this to your collection if you're an old nerd like me and likes the old war movies. This is a great one. Like I said, nominated for 7 Academy Awards. Didn't win any, but and an interesting story about the movie to boot, because it came from a novel. The novel became a play a couple of years before the movie, and then the movie, and the author of the novel was also the author of the play, and had a lot, I guess he had a lot of input on the film as well. He went through several stages of revising the story to like make the Navy happy, to make audiences happy, or just for the format between being a play and a novel and a film. So there's a lot of interesting talk about this. Plus, like, this is, I think, right after all the trials that happened and Edward Dmytryk was involved in as a member of the Hollywood 10, the communists or whatever. I guess he refused to testify, but eventually he did, and like gave names of other people in Hollywood and got them turned in. So I don't know how I feel about that. I wasn't there. I don't understand. Although today I could kind of see it happening again today, only it wouldn't be the Hollywood 10, it'd be the Hollywood, probably a lot bigger number. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. The background of the movie, the story behind it, is well worth looking into if you're interested in that kind of Hollywood history and a little bit of American history as well. This isn't based on a true story or anything. It's an original novel, but an original story. So it's not historical, but very historical fiction is a good way to put it, probably. And it's just really entertaining and interesting to boot. So if you have any comments or any insights into the film, or have anything to say about what I said, comment down below. Please like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for watching.